This One's Wife. Ridicule, the holiday hypocrites. This one's wife takes herself very seriously. She believes that she could be a politician. She sees herself as a philanthropist, an angel of mercy swooping in to soothe the fevered brow and dispense fridge magnet platitudes which will ensure that everything will be okay. Occasionally, she might throw some food in your direction. She believes herself to be a kind and charitable person. She considers herself a heavyweight. The fact is, she is a narcissist who had a mediocre career as an actress and then married into the royal family. Those are the sum total of her achievements. Now, she believes that she is this celebrity, which is accurate because she is a celebrity, but like certain celebrities, you're left scratching your head as to what does she stand for? What does she actually do? She, of course, doesn't see it that way. Through the distortion field that is her narcissism, she believes that she's a very important person with very important things to say and that you should take her eminently seriously. Accordingly, any ridicule of her, which invariably is entirely accurate, really does get to her. While she's being provided with fuel, so that's not a problem, she's being challenged, and she doesn't like that. You are expected to treat her seriously, to tug your forelock, to listen to what she has to say. You are not allowed to point out that she is a hypocrite. You're not allowed to point out that she's a charisma-free zone, that she's talentless, that she has the Sadeem touch, whereby everything that she touches turns to shit. If you ridicule her, it really gets under her skin. More evolved narcissists just ignore such kinds of ridicule. They recognize that it comes with the territory, and they're too busy being effective to get concerned about it. Naturally, it still threatens the control of, say, a greater, but they just swat it to one side, laughing at the tiny fists beating at the edifice of their greatness. This one's wife would like to be like that, but she isn't able to do it. Instead, it really does get to her. It gets under her skin, it irritates her, and therefore her narcissism causes her to have to react invariably by moaning about it to people as to how hard done to she is, and putting out PR puff pieces by way of retaliation. This one's wife, and also the ginger poodle, have found themselves subjected to yet more ridicule, and of course, as always, it's thoroughly deserved. An upmarket department store has taken aim at them this time, something called Kitson. If you're unfamiliar with it, Kitson is a pop culture brand that was established in 2000 on Robertson Boulevard in Los Angeles, California. Kitson has a kids store called Kitson Kids on Robertson and outposts in Beverly Hills. The store carries a selection of clothing for adults and children as well as an assortment of gifts, toys, books and art. It's been featured in the movie The Ring Bling and Entourage. The store's 2020 holiday window displays purporting to call out hypocritical actions by political figures such as Gavin Newsom, Nancy Pelosi, Eric Garcetta, as well as others, all wearing Santa hats, went viral. And that's where this one's wife and the ginger poodle find themselves, adorning Santa hats and being accused of hypocrisy. Kitson is a store that has a history of many famous people attending it. And as I'm talking to you, you will see some of the pictures of the individuals that have attended the store through the years. For instance, you can see Paris and Nikki Hilton wearing their Team Jolie and Team Aniston tops that were sold there. And there were various A-listers. Britney Spears turned up at the store, causing a media frenzy after she showed up at the store at 2 a.m. for a shopping spree in 2007. Jennifer Love Hewitt went shopping there in 2013. Victoria Beckham was seen inside of there. So it really does have a pedigree of a celeb boutique. Accordingly, it's the type of place that this one's wife would like to be associated with, would perhaps shop at, and certainly would not want to be ridiculed by. But what has been happening there? Well, according to todiefordaily.com, which is the website of Kinsey Schofield, Hollywood's famous Kitson store takes aim at Harry and this one's wife with holiday hypocrisy window display. And as you've seen in the thumbnail, there is a poster that's gone up with People of the Year, Kitson, and there's a picture of the gruesome twosome from, I think, their engagement announcement, wearing Santa hats, and excerpts from 2 newspapers, New York Post. Harry, this one's wife, branded eco-hypocrites after taking Oil Air's private jet to Katy Perry gig. And from the Daily Mail, Harry and this one's wife fly to Caribbean on a private jet days after attending a conference where attendees were told climate change is impacting our mental health. Thus, Kitson are highlighting the hypocrisy of the gruesome twosome. To Die For Daily reports, Kitson, Los Angeles made a name for itself in the early 2000s as the celebrity hotspot. Paps captured Tori Spelling and Paris Hilton, exiting LA's favourite shop with beautiful blue bags full of Kitson hauls. La La Land hosted all sorts of fun premieres and launch events, from Twilight to Victoria Beckham blue jeans. It was the place to be seen. Heck, it was the scene. Fast forward to today, Paris is a mum, Tori lives in an RV park, and Kitson has made a name for itself as the voice of small business. They fought hard to survive the pandemic and in the process used the platform they built to call out not only the government, but some of Hollywood's biggest hypocrites. Taking naughty or nice to the next level, meet Kitson's famous holiday hypocrisy window display. For the last 3 years, Kitson has used its holiday window to hold people accountable. And this year is proving that no one is safe, not even royalty. To punctuate Prince Harry and this one's wife, very own Annus Horribilis, the Duke and Duchess of Drama find themselves prominently featured in this year's Kitson display, joining other infamous past characters like Hunter Biden or scandal-plagued Chrissy Teigen. The headlines call out Harry and this one's wife for their eco-hypocrisy, for consistently using private jets throughout their travels. As a hometown girl, this one's wife is definitely familiar with Kitson's iconic brand and has likely made a purchase or 2 there. Her photo is now prominently displayed at their Robertson Boulevard location throughout the holiday season. And the address is provided if you wanted to pop down there and have your photograph taken with the very poster that appears in the thumbnail. Thus, this one's wife finds herself ridiculed once again, the piss taken out of her, the Michael duly extracted from her. This is because nobody treats her seriously, save for a few flunkies and hangers-on and arse-lickers. She rightly is ridiculed for her hypocrisy, and she will hate the fact that she appears in this window. More controversial, highly provocative narcissists would lap this kind of attention up, but not this one's wife. She wants to be loved, she wants to be admired, she wants to be adored, and she absolutely cannot stand to be ridiculed. This is because she has no sense of humour, and the ridicule threatens her sense of control. Well done, Kitson, another organisation demonstrating the poor behaviour of this one's wife, and her hypocrisy arises, of course, because of her narcissism. She believes she's allowed to do what she wants to do without any form of accountability. She can preach at you on the Monday about how you need to ensure that we look after the environment and then return home that very evening on a private jet, her carbon footprint stamped all over the skies. It's not a surprise, but it is entertaining as always to know that she will learn of this because of the way that she trolls social media, and it will undoubtedly result in a teacup being flung at the wall in Monty's shit show and a shrill scream of horror as once again she is ridiculed. I'm HG Tudor. Thank you for listening.